On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And just a single game trip away from Los Angeles for the Lakers. Presently in 5th place in the West, they're definitely a tough team to deal with.
And you know, for the Lakers, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
And this is when the real work starts. They've proven they can hang with any team in the league during the regular season. Pretty soon, they'll have to prove it all over again in the postseason.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Lakers 5 right now. Russell is out there with Matthews. Then there's the captain. Then it's the Prophet. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Julia, good. Steve, as the final game of the season gets underway, we get to look back on the year that's been. So it's been a lot of bittersweet moments for a lot of fans.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you look at it, your fans out there, you appreciate them. They're coming out cheering you 41 games until they get to the playoffs, if you make the playoffs. But sometimes it's kind of sad. You have some guys retiring, and that's when you start to see you get a little emotional as a teammate. You can't anticipate anything with him because his playmaking is so unpredictable.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Russell, a screen on Green. Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in.
When you have a reliable floater like that, it can be absolutely lethal.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The Warriors has had some turnovers in their coaching staff, and Steve Kerr, give him a lot of credit. 2 guys in the first 2 years leave to get head coaching jobs.
And one thing that makes Steve Kerr unique, he really does empower his assistant coaches.
Yes, watching him on the sideline, you can see he lets his assistants have a role on this team. Look what happened last year. Luke Walton in the first 43 games of the season, he was fantastic, and Steve Kerr stayed out of the way.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And the thing about Laker fans, I mean, they've always been used to their team being the favorite to win most nights. Lately, though, it's more about the excitement that their young players bring to the game and hopefully the bright future ahead. That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Because he's really good defending all the way out to the three-point line.
Here's the Prophet. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
And thinking about the element of excitement that the Lakers bring, it's about watching their tremendous athletes who also happen to have a lot of skill, too.
Yeah, it's a different kind of showtime for the Lakers. I mean, it's the joy of watching the young guys grow up and the pain of seeing them make mistakes. One thing we can say about Tinseltown, though, it's never boring.
No. And the Warriors a very good defensive team, Steve, whether they're playing big or going small.
A reason why they have intelligent guys that know how to play the game of basketball on the defensive end. They switch a lot, they get their hands in the passing lane, and they are great communicators.
No good on the second free throw. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Really left alone that time. Thompson's got 5.
That's Thompson's game. His shooting form is flawless.
Outside, Russell. Matthews sets a screen for Russell. Clock at 6. Pass to Ingram. It's rebounded by Livingston.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
The feed to Green. The steal. Thompson against Matthews. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Here's Livingston. That one, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Really, a combination of smart coaching and even better execution. When you have that, the game comes easily to you.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
There's nothing wrong with being physical on defense, but when you're consistently slapping and pushing, you risk getting hurt at the stripe.
So it's the Lakers now, following the shot by Kevin Durant. And Matthews with the basket on the assist by Russell. Matthews has got his second bucket of the game to go. Livingston kicks to Green. At the top of the key, Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Pass to Matthews. Here's the Prophet. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. The offensive rebound, Russell. It's deflected. Livingston kicks to Thompson. He feeds it to Pachulia. The screen from Thompson. Outside Durant. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for him.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
The Lakers trail. Here is Matthews. He has 5. Kicks it to Russell. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. There's the dish to Durant. And just miss after miss right now.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Passes it to Hassel. Screen by Russell. The pass to the Prophet. 6 to shoot. For the 3. And again, the Lakers no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. Back to Livingston. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Matthews. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Thompson's got 7 points.
That's also part of Thompson's game, the mid-range jump shot. You can't give him space from there.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have been the best in the rebounding department since the All-Star break. The Lakers, number 1. Number 5, the Warriors.
Yeah, both of these squads can rebound at a high clip, but it seems they've really even exceeded their expectations since the All-Star break.
Lakers trail by 4. Outside Matthews. Russell sets a screen for Matthews. Screen by Russell. Pass to Hassel. To the wing right side. Feeds to Ingram. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Anytime you can seize control of the rebounding advantage, you are in great shape to win any game in this league.
Matthews passes to Russell. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And defensively, Steve, these days, more and more teams are looking to switch screen rolls. Why is that?
Because of the new rules, Kevin. I mean, you look at it now, defenses can play a little bit of a zone. I think back in the day, imagine me switch it out on Shaq. He'll go right into the box, and you couldn't have a guy come over unless he had the basketball. But right now you can play more of a zone. So if teams who have multiple guys that can switch and defend multiple positions, they have an advantage.
Well, that's the thing that these teams want to get now. These players that are versatile play 3-4 positions sometimes, so they can do just what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, you have guys like Draymond Green can guard 1 through 5. That just has to be a luxury.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
LeBron, another one. He can guard all 5 positions.
He can guard everything.
Now, here's Curry. Although it isn't clear-cut that Curry is the best player in the game right now, he certainly has the best case. Back-to-back MVPs. And Steve, the impact he has on the court is just peerless.
You can throw other names in as well, but Curry and his back-to-back MVPs puts him in an elite company. He is quickly rising on the all-time greatest players list. He's earned it, and he has transformed the art of shooting.
And he knocks down the first one.
Stephen Curry is shooting better than 90% for his career at the free throw line.
And the Lakers making a change here. Mayo's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And when having discussions about the Lakers over the years, one word that has rarely been mentioned is rebuild. The franchise is used to championships, not rebuilding.
And another word that they lack is superstar. You're not accustomed to seeing the Lakers without a true superstar on that roster. And they've also always been a top destination for the A-list free agents.
Awesome look from Stephen Curry. Outstanding at distributing the basketball.
Pass to the Prophet. Mayo dishing to Collins. His 3-pointers off the mark. Warriors leading by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. He said the focus defensively is going to be making things difficult inside. He wants to get them off the 3-point line and make them take as many mid-range shots as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The shot by Thompson, no good.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Here's the Prophet. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. The Prophet's got his first points of the night.
The way he threw that pass with such ease on the run, that was a thing of beauty.
McGee is screen on Mayo. Curry kicks to McGee. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 4. Los Angeles has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's the Prophet. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Dolman. The long distance 3 is buried.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Curry against Mayo. Launches a 3. The shot by Curry, no good. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. There's a good screen. Dishes it to Collins. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
The mid-range jump shot, he's so comfortable. He's got such a great feel from that distance.
Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Nice job coming off that screen. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Passes to the Prophet. Shoots from 8. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. The Prophet's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Thompson inside the line. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now the feed to Mayo. Out to the right wing. Dolman, defended by West. David West grabs the miss.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Mayo against Curry. He dishes it to West. The putback. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Silk passes to Mayo. Off the screen. That one a little long.
Because he's such an explosive force down low, the defense threw everything they had at him, and it worked.
And here is Curry. He really had an off game against the Jazz. Never got into a rhythm. In the corner, Iguodala with it. That one goes. Count it. Iguodala's got his first points of the game.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
Great court awareness on how much time was left on the clock.
And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy, Draymond Green has the kind of spirit guys that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
In reality, they can get those perimeter shots anytime they want to. Instead, they are really zipping it around and getting good, high-quality shots from all over the floor.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, you've got the captain. Ingram is out there with Russell, and it's on a Kidsian at the small forward. And that one falls for Ingram. Well, Steve, offensively, you never want to be too predictable, and it makes me wonder, and interpret this however you want to, who do you think is the most unpredictable player in the league?
Well, I think one come to mind is Stephen Curry. You really don't know when he's going to pull up. You don't know what he's going to do as far as his dribbling exhibition. Kyrie Irving, those guys. Chris Paul with his passes. A guy like DeMarcus Cousins, because of his ability to play inside and outside, he's not predictable because he can basically do it all on the floor.
I would think for a defender that'd be frightening, just being constantly guessing. Some guys you can just take it to the bank, they're going to do whatever, they're going to shoot it, they're going to drive.
And one guy I forgot, Kevin, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
How do you scout him? Because he comes full speed and it's whatever when he catches it.
Who would willingly accept that defensive challenge? How difficult, how scary would that be on a night?
It is. It's a team effort. A team has to stop Russell.
Durant, that's good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside, Russell launches it. It's rebounded by Durant.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Curry dishes to Durant. Again, Durant missing.
His shot's been inconsistent tonight, but teammates are picking up the slack, keeping them ahead in the score.
Hassel's shot's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Green with a screen on Russell. Durant kicks to Green. Over in the corner, Livingston. Back to Curry. Takes a three. No good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Right side, Russell. There's the triple. Here's Hassel. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He's a great offensive rebounder, and he showed it.
Now here's Curry. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. To the wing right side. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And one thing I don't think Kevin Durant gets enough credit for is his mental toughness.
Good point.
He is rarely shaken or thrown off his game if things aren't going his way, and always remains focused on winning and doesn't let too much throw him off course.
That free throw good from Durant. And with Durant and his ability to stay focused on the court, Greg, you were just talking about this. A big example of that was last year when all the free agency speculation was floating around.
Yeah, and that can wear on a player when all the media is talking about your future. Durant has done a great job of blocking out the media the last few seasons and just focusing on winning. I mean, his focus on the court is a big part of why he is so consistent game to game.
He just can't miss from the line right now. He is the guy you want taking those shots.
Back to Russell. All sorts of time. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He kicks it to Curry. There's Green with the 3. And again, no good by Golden State. LA has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside, Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
And he's got great length for a point guard, and it served him well on that play.
Green, the screen. Fires it up. And the Warriors miss again. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Outside, Russell. There's a good screen. He feeds it to Ingram. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
And here's Russell after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Screened by Russell. Ingram kicks to Russell. Pulls up. Again, Russell missing. The Warriors leading. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% for the game. Outside, Russell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Russell's got 9.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the basket by Curry.
The defense challenging the look, but Stephen Curry is just great at keeping his focus.
Kicks it to Russell. 13 feet away. Count it. Russell's got 6 in the quarter. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Durant. He has 6. The dish to Green. Green missing again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. The pass to Russell. Lets it go from deep. Again, Russell missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Here's Redding. Back to Russell. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. 6 points for the captain.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Now Curry. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I have no clue how he got that shot to fall, but I'm sure he'll take it. You know, you talk about coaching trees. Steve Kerr in his first 2 years already has had 2 assistants, grabbed 2 head coaching jobs, and him himself, he coached under the best in the business.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Pachulia. To the paint. It's tipped. Iguodala with the steal. Green kicks to Iguodala. Here's Durant. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Now here's Ingram. He picked up 24 points in their last win against New Orleans. With the Kerr coaching tree, you're also talking about some big names like Alvin Gentry and Luke Walton. They're assistants that have moved to head coaching roles after their stint with Kerr.
Just fantastic for Steve Kerr to understand is if we keep winning, you're going to keep losing assistants. But you know what? They're winning, and that's the nature of the business.
Here is Durant. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah.
He was a shot-blocking nightmare out there. 4 blocks on the game and some alter shots as well.
And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
Curry against Russell. Curry can't get it to go.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
Ingram, wide open, drains the three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Durant kicks to Iguodala. Durant sets a screen for Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Hassel. The captain's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Dolman battles through traffic and lays it in. He's got 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Livingston passes to Kerr. Halt the run, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. West comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. And then for Los Angeles, the Prophets checked in for the captain. Collins comes in for Ingram. And Silks subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, "I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling." Guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you. Here's Collins. After the made shot from Klay Thompson. They set the pick. Three for Matthews. And the Lakers get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Collins has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
To the paint, here's Iguodala. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And just a tremendous display of strength by Iggy. Always a threat to convert, even with the contact.
Well, we all know that Iguodala does more than what shows up in the box score. But you can't overstate how important that is to a team. Executes all the little plays, Steve. You know things you need, and then it shows up in big moments.
You know, Andre Iguodala is one of those players, whatever you need, you said it best. Put clutch plays down the stretch. And he's also one of those guys that you love to have in the locker room for other guys to learn from. He keeps things very jovial and light for his team. But he's a guy that when it's time to play, the prankster in him goes away when he gets on the court. Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
Outside Curry. Inside. Now, here's Thompson. D right on him. Goes up the baseline. Rebound the Lakers.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Curry. Picked by West. Corner shot. Good. He hits the jump shot. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
That is a high percentage shot for Stephen Curry.
Pass to Cobb. Feeds to Collins. Good D by Thompson.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game down low when this fella's lurking around.
Now, here's Thompson. 23 points for him the last game against Utah.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
And so it's the Lakers with it after the miss from Klay Thompson. Mayo with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. From deep, Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Pass to Thompson. Dishes to West. Outside Curry. Back to McGee. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Lakers leading by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Silk passes to Mayo. To the inside, Dolman, and he converts the layup. He's got 7.
That's a great example of the importance of chemistry. He knew where his teammate wanted the ball, and he put it right there.
Thompson for 3. The shot, no good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Los Angeles on top, leading by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys have been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll do it as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
I'm celebrating. We're the best.
Picturesque Lake Merritt's the scene there as we welcome you back to Oakland. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Here's Russell. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. Draymond Green is out there with Pachulia. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Russell kicks to Ingram. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And the Warriors certainly a dominant team, but I think what captivates the fans, Steve, just as much as their style of play, ball movement, up-tempo, shots from all over the floor. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. The best shooting backcourt in league history with Curry and Thompson. Like you said, it's the playmaking and intelligence of the players around them that enable them to take full advantage and pick teams apart.
Now here's Durant. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Back to Livingston. Unloads from 9. Got a piece of it. Fast break. The Lakers. Here's Matthews. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They've struggled so far here in the third, hitting just 1 of 4 from the field.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Passes it to Ingram. Down low. Here's the Prophet. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And nowadays we see a lot less players who stay on one team for their entire career. Smitty, you played for 6 different teams in your career. Would you have rather stayed in just one spot?
No, I think when I look at it, when I look back at my career, at first at the time, Kevin, a little upset moving around, but the experience I got and to win the championship, I got a chance to move from organization to organization, meet so many different people. I like the change. My wife didn't like it.
I was just going to say, how'd your family react to all that?
Well, the one thing about it is my kids weren't old enough to change. They weren't in school yet, so that helped.
Huge.
My wife, I got to give her a lot of credit. She did a good job of being the champion at home while I was gone.
Do you know what they say? Behind every successful man is a surprised wife. You and I are lucky in that regard, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
Now, here's Livingston. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it's denied. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Durant, that's good. Lakers leading by 6. Here's the screen. Ingram kicks to Russell. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Russell's got 13 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
Now, here's Livingston. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here is Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. And the shot falls short this time.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pachulia with the steal. And Thompson kicks to Livingston. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for him.
We all know how lethal of a shooter Thompson is, but his passing is usually right on the money as well.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Lakers.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper three-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
Warriors trail by 6. And here's Livingston. He's got 6. Green with a screen on Russell. Livingston dishes to Green. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got himself going there. His first points in the game on the deep ball.
He's pretty good at catch and shoot. You know he's feeling it right now.
Here's Hassel, defended by Durant. The shot by Hassel is no good.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
Livingston kicks to Pachulia. Outside Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Green with the 3. Offensive rebound. That's tipped, but they get it back. Green, the screen. Here's Thompson, and finally they hit one. Thompson's got 13 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Russell passes to Matthews. Back to Russell. Now the pass to the Prophet. Ingram dishes to Russell. The feed to Ingram. Here's the Prophet. He's covered by Thompson. Here's the Prophet. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Green, the screen. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded by Russell. The drive by Thompson. Here's Pachulia. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
This was all sparked by their defense. They got some stops, and they did it in a hurry.
Now, here is Russell. 13 points in the game. There's the pick. Pass to Hassel. Here's the Prophet. Misses off the right iron. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 13-5 run. For Sean Livingston, a lot of his scores come from him hitting a jumper on a smaller guard. His post-up game and turnaround shot are one of the hardest things to stop in the league.
And so many people say, well, he has an advantage because of his size and height. But first of all, you got to have the ability and the skills to handle the basketball as a point guard. And so what, you're down there with smaller guys. You have to have skill set to make those turnaround jumpers. And also the mid-range game, that's an art. Sean Livingston has mastered it.
Now, here is Russell. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
The Lakers have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Livingston kicks to Thompson. The 19-foot shot, and it's Thompson again missing. Lakers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Outside, Russell. Six to shoot. He dishes it to Collins. And the Lakers with another miss. The Warriors trailing. Down low. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Number 5, the Warriors.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Now Livingston. He's got 6. Back to Pachulia. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Russell. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Shooting 1.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Different look here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Warriors trail by 3. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, we know Stephen Curry is beloved by his teammates. One of his teammates, Sean Livingston, once said of him, he's one of the most humble superstars by far. It resonates throughout the locker room. But on the court, he has some swagger, some edge. Curry says, I'm still the same person. Still do the same stuff in my spare time. That keeps me grounded, keeps me normal. Guys?
And his character, just one more thing people appreciate. Thank you, David. The Warriors have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. Free throw dropped for David West. Silks checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And both free throws good for West. The Lakers in the lead. Silk passes to Collins. Here's Cobb. Softly drops in the floater.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry dishes to Thompson. He kicks to McGee. Outside Curry. West setting the pick for Curry. Warriors the rebound. Thompson passes to Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. Picked by West. McGee dishes to Thompson. And he gets it to go from the high post. Thompson's got 17 now.
Klay Thompson is scoring at an efficient clip. This is the guy that once scored 37 points in a quarter. He can get hot real quick.
Here's Silk. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Five to shoot. Here's Redding. Pass to Hassel. Dolman. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
The defense was decent, but not good enough. That's his shot, and when he gets any daylight, he's going to let it fly.
And McGee kicks to Curry. He feeds it to West. No one near him. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Lakers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. Passes it to Cobb. The pass to Hassel. Here's Collins. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Right now, he's trying to find the mark. Unfortunately, he's starting to feel a little bit desperate.
Curry setting the pick for Thompson. For the tie, and it's in there. Thompson's got 19 points.
He knew he had a matchup he wanted, and he did a great job rising up and knocking the shot down with ease.
Here's Redding. Here's Silk. Lakers passing it around. Collins. 2 points. That one goes. Collins has got his third basket of the night right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. O.J. Mayo is checked in for the Lakers. Now here's Mayo. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. For the lead. That one, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. 1:24 left to play in the third. Here's Green. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. West inside. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. West has got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Silk. Outside Mayo. There's the pick. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala with it. There's the dish to Livingston. Outside, Green. Back to Livingston. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
What I'm trying to figure out, why was their defense so much more suffocating in the first half? This does not look like the same team at all.
Here's Collins. 6 points for him. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Feeds to West. Picked away. Here's Cobb. No good with the wing jumper. Green. He can't hit that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to dial it in now. We got to get focused, right? 3-4 stops in a row, and we break the game open, all right?
This is what you like about Steve Kerr, able to gently guide his team down the path toward eventual crushing, absolutely crushing an opponent.
I mean, they're in a position to do something big here, but expect a lot of resistance from the other side. This thing could still swing the other way.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Collins is out there with Ingram. Then it's the Prophet. Then it's Russell. And it's Matthews in at the 2. Warriors leading by 4. Thompson passes to Iguodala. Durant in the corner. From the wing. And that one swishes right in. Durant's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Outside, Russell. Here's the Prophet. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he makes the first. And the Warriors making a change here. Pachulia's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Here is Livingston. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Dishes to Pachulia. That's tipped. A second chance effort. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. First free throw is good. And Pachulia drops them both. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside, Russell. Matthews, a screen on Thompson. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Thompson against Russell. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And at a time they really need him to shoot well. The exact opposite is what's happening.
The feed to Green. To the middle. Intercepted. Here's Ingram. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up or he's gonna make you pay.
Now, here's Thompson. Green, the screen. And here's Livingston, the 11-footer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ingram's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside, Russell makes it off the glass. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Durant dishes to Green. Off target with his 3.
Well, he's trying to help put the game out of reach. Instead, his poor shooting is keeping the other side in this.
Outside, Russell. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And Matthews kicks to Russell. Pass to the Prophet. Outside Matthews. Clock at 4. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Livingston kicks to Green. Now here's Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. There's the 3. And it's Green. Missing.
Tough night for him shooting the basketball, but this team has been resilient. That's why they've held the lead.
They now take the lead. And that's now 11 points for Brandon Ingram.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep pace with, just blowing past whoever dares to try and stop him.
Green kicks to Pachulia. Back to Green. There's the pick. He dishes it to Pachulia. Here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good.
Klay does a lot of things well. He shoots the basketball, he can defend, but the area he could get better is his ball handling, and he's done that. He looks very comfortable driving, creating shots for himself, and kicking it out for others.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And with Klay and his improved ball handling, Steve, it used to be that he had trouble creating for himself. Now he is creating for himself and others.
Klay has size, speed, and he can flat out shoot the basketball. Now, like you say, with his improved ball handling, he has the confidence to attack the rim. So he can shoot it and he can get to the bucket.
Livingston kicks to Green. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded by Russell. Livingston passes to Green. The shot's good. Green's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Good luck trying to stop Draymond that deep inside. So forceful in how he converts his looks down there.
Outside, Russell. To the paint. Here's the Prophet. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Livingston, that's good.
Thompson is really an underrated passer. Sure, he can shoot the ball, but he can dish the rock as well.
Now Russell. And the layup falls. Russell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Pachulia kicks to Thompson. On the wing, Green. There's a screen. 4 on the clock. To the middle. Outside for Durant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Option 1, 2, and 3 is to shoot the 3 ball, and they are shooting them from everywhere.
Now here's Livingston. Hits it from 3-point range. 8 points for Draymond Green.
That's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Kicks to Ingram. Russell sets a screen for Ingram. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The captain's checked in for the Lakers. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Thompson outside. Back to Livingston. He kicks to Green. Another steal. Ball's knocked loose. Durant with the steal. Green dishes to Livingston. Inside, here's Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. One area you have to give Klay Thompson credit in is how strong of a defender he is. He can match up with a number of positions, and Steve sticks to a player like a glove.
He has length. His lateral agility are a big bonus for him on the defensive end. He uses his length, too, well because he bothers shots, contests shots, and even received some all-defensive team votes last year for his efforts.
And the first one drops.
You have to be cautious when guarding Thompson. He is so crafty at getting to the strike.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's the Prophet. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pachulia inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And the length of Durant. He's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are their brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10, and he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
Durant nails both of them.
Kevin Durant, for his career, almost 90% at the free throw line. He'll make you pay.
Inside, Russell. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. First free throw is good. And so Russell hits them both. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Thompson. Green, the screen. Here's Livingston. Back to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
The Prophet passes to Ingram. There's the pick. Here's Hassel, defended by Durant. Pass to Russell. From 18 feet away. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And he can't get the first one. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Warriors lead it. Durant for three. Rebounded by Hassel. The captain's got his 16th rebound on the night. And Matthews kicks to Russell. There's the screen. Down low. It's stolen by Livingston. Thompson right side. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 9th assist in the game now. Ingram dishes to Matthews. Lakers passing it around. Here's the Prophet. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Good on both. Golden State's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. The pass to Green. He feeds it to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing. LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Hassel, and he dunks it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Livingston passes to Thompson. Livingston kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Right side, Russell. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
It's not often you see that kind of mental lapse. He just lost track of where he was.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, here's Green. Puts up a three. Cranes the three-pointer. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
Love to see Draymond amped up in this game and deliver in these situations. That's why this guy is a champion.
It's stolen by Livingston. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway. Livingston's got 10 points in just the second half.
A tremendous play from Sean Livingston, a true leader who is not afraid of the big moment.
It's stolen by Livingston. Durant in the corner. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 15 points for Kevin Durant.
The defense totally blew it. They left him way too wide open, and he dropped that one with ease.
It's stolen by Green. Here's the Prophet, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Warriors leading by 6. Thompson outside. Count it. Thompson's got 27 points.
Sensational work by Thompson to drive it aggressively to the hole.
To the middle, Pachulia with the steal. Livingston with it. Pachulia kicks to Durant. The dish now to Thompson. Shoots off the screen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fires from deep. And it's Ingram missing. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Livingston, no luck. Matthews against Thompson. Russell dishes to Matthews. Back to Russell. Thompson with the rebound. Feeds it to Livingston. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.